Hello everybody out there. My name is Ethan Dean, and for today's video, going to do a video on the 10 survival tips of meeting their family for the very first time. Now, if you do enjoy the video or the content in it is helpful to you, or you think someone else might enjoy it or be helpful for them, please, you thought I was gonna say like and subscribe. No. I mean, you can like and subscribe, but what I'm going to ask you to do is please share the content, and by sharing it, please tag your friends, family, or anybody who you think will enjoy the video or the content within it. At the end of the day, it's kind of the fastest way for more people to be able to see it, impact the 100 million people's lives we're trying to impact by doing these videos. So again, just tag them in the video, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you see this video at, just tag some friends, family in it, just so we can get more people to be able to view it. So, jumping right into the video, as I already said, the 10 tips for meeting their family the very first time and surviving, which is the key words. We're trying to survive the very first time that we meet our significant other's family. Essentially, what we're talking about with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I know for a lot of people, this very well may be the first time that you're meeting your boyfriend or girlfriend's family, especially their immediate family, like their mom, their dad, brothers, sisters, and you might be meeting even more people that you've never met before in your entire life. So, going into those tips, we're literally going to walk you through the night or evening or day of meeting these people for the very first time. So right off the bat, number one, don't meet them too soon. If you haven't been dating your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend for between 2 and 3 months, if it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, pass. You need to wait for it not to be the holidays. Even if it's not a holiday time, 2 to 3 months is about that right time frame, because if you're meeting them too soon, it's not a good situation. You're going to get the eye rolls. They're going to think it's not serious. They're not going to get to know you as much. And if you're waiting for, a year to meet someone's significant other's family, then you might be on the other end of things, and you might have some issues that you need to work out. But we're going to leave that neither here nor there. From there, number two, pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. But now that you've decided, okay, it has been between 2 and 3 months or longer, it's time to meet the folks, the future in-laws, whatever you want to call them. You got to take a shower. You need to brush your teeth, and you need to dress nice. Obviously, the first two are pretty straightforward. For the third one, though, my other recommendation within there is you need to dress nice, but don't dress so nice that you make your significant other look like they're not dressing nice, because now you look like you're trying to kiss ass by dressing up in a suit or a super nice dress or whatever it may be. So you can dress a little bit nicer than your boyfriend or girlfriend, but don't overdo it, because then you're going to come off like a weirdo or a kiss ass, and neither one of those things are going to win you extra bonus points. From there, tip number three, bring a side of food, bring a plate of food, bring a dessert. Doesn't really matter if it's a white elephant thing or they do some kind of a gift exchange, bring a gift. Make sure that you are trying to say, hey, I actually give a shit. I'm bringing food or a side or dessert or a present because we're doing a gift swap, whatever it is. Just make sure that you actually look like you care. Obviously, if you're over 21, then if you want to bring a bottle of wine or like something like that, that's fine as well. Don't be the person, though, bringing in a fifth or a handle or something crazy like that, because then at the same token, you're going overboard. So be smart, try and engage, try and do something positive, and be a little thoughtful. It'll go a long way. From there, number four, it's one of my favorite ones, is doing your reconnaissance and preparing for the evening. So when you're on your drive over, because now you've already, your time frame, you look good, you smell good, and you got some shit you're bringing with you. Number four is doing your reconnaissance preparation, which ultimately means when you're on the drive over, you got everything ready to go, you're headed over there. You're asking your boyfriend, you're asking your girlfriend, what is your family like, dislikes, what are some topics we should talk about, not talk about, what is your brother into, what's your mom into, what is your dad not like getting all this little information so you have a general idea of the type of conversations you should avoid, type of conversations you should play up and act like you care a lot more about. I'm not saying lie and be a different person, but if you kind of like football and her dad loves football, you should have a conversation about football. Don't start talking out your ass, because you'll get caught, but it'll be helpful and it'll go a long way. On the flip side, same thing about preparation. Be prepared, because you are going to have people ask you the same question 5,000 times of, how do you know each other? What do you do? What do your parents do? What do you guys want to do with your lives? Do you want to go to college? Whatever it is. Maybe you're already in college. Do you want to get married someday? Do you want to have kids? Be ready for these questions, because they're going to be coming hot. So have your answers prepared. You need to have a game plan or escape plan. This is kind of like a bonus tip, but I rolled it into this video. is if you know that you have the possibility of getting put in a corner or getting asked an awkward question or someone won't leave you alone and you need to get out, you need to have like a code word or some type of plan of how you're going to help each other escape from conversations or people or situations that you don't actually want to be in. The other really important thing to be prepared for is how did you meet? Obviously, for a lot of people, maybe you met in school, but there's going to be a lot of people who met at the bar, or who met at a party, or who met at a rave, or who met online. You need to figure out if this is an acceptable answer for your person's mom, dad, and family, or if you need to tweak the story of how you actually met. I mean, obviously, don't say maybe you met in the library, because that might be too much of an overdoing it story, but figuring out what's going to work for you, what's going to work for them, what's going to work for their family, and that's going to be an important one because everyone's going to ask you, where'd you meet, where'd you meet, where'd you meet? So be prepared. Preparation and just overall reconnaissance on what you're going to be doing. So from there, number 5, easy, straightforward, handshakes, smiles, first names, or maybe last names. If you do last names, you might be like super safe because obviously you know your significant other's last name. So Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, you're like set. But make sure that you're shaking people's hands, you're smiling when you meet them, and you're using people's names. You're using them while you're shaking their hands because it'll help you remember their name. Try and say it 2 or 3 times before you walk away. It is scientifically helpful. It is scientifically helpful, but it is scientifically proven that it will be helpful to you to remember their names if you're using their names when you first meet them. Do not, and I tell you cannot stress too much, do not mess up her parents' names, her siblings' names, or her grandparents' names, or you are on your way out the door sooner than you think, whether you like it or not. You got the whole point of this evening, the whole point of this preparation, the whole point of these tips is to help you survive and also help you thrive. We're trying to make sure that you come out better than you went in, some kind of shit like that. So from there, number 6 is really like preparing yourself for like taking the moment. I know we kind of said earlier, like number 4 was preparation, reconnaissance, but number 6 is really re-preparing yourself. You're really walking through the night. You've now met everybody, and now is the point in time where you are going to start getting bombarded. You need to mentally prepare, go over your questions again, take a minute to talk to your significant other and say, hey, I like so-and-so. So-and-so didn't really seem to like me. Like, just be aware if I'm talking to them or if this is going on. Like, kind of getting the game plan figured out, really preparing for the conversation situations that you're going to be facing because it's coming at you in about the next 5 minutes. From there, number 7 is really attempting to talk to the key family members. And really what that means is mom, dad, grandparents, brothers, sisters, maybe a cousin or an aunt or uncle that your boyfriend or girlfriend are really, really close with too. The reason why you want to do this is because those are the people they see all the time. Those are the people that are going to be in their ear telling them they liked you or they didn't like you. Those are the people that you are going to be seeing now going forward for bigger family events. They're always going to be there, and for like normal sized family events, in 80 to 90%, they're always going to be there. So you want to make sure that you have made the best first impression that you can, and now you've gotten to know them. You're really focusing in on those people because at the end of the day, Uncle Bob, who's sitting in the corner, doesn't give a shit if he never talks to you and never sees you ever again. But Mr. So-and-so and Mrs. So-and-so, they definitely care if they got to know you, had some good conversations with you, and you had some mutual interests. I know you may only be 18 or 19, but having some sort of mutual interest, whether it's sports, hunting, cars, doesn't matter what it is, just having some sort of conversation point so that they know that you're a human being and that you're not just trying to hook up with their significant other or their kid or however you may to word it. Like, there's more to your relationship and you're not just there because you have to be. Even if you just have to be, that still these tips will still help you be successful. So from there, number 8 is going to be obviously eat your food, but remind your manners, which again should make sense, but like it is going to be crucial. You should be one of the last people going to get food. I don't care how hungry you are. I don't care if they tell you go get food first or kids are first or young adults are first. I don't give a shit. You should be one of the last people getting food. You should not be drinking alcohol, whether you're over 21 or under 21. I do not care. You should not be drinking, period. You should be putting a napkin in your lap. You should be covering your mouth. You should be closing your mouth while you're chewing. You should be thoughtful and be asking for people to pass you stuff. Like, you just need to be on your game when it comes to your manners. And I know it's like a handful of them, but you got to be on it, because at any point in time that you look like a dick or a shitty person in general, you're going to get looks, you're going to get this negative image, and it's going to just, like I said, all these little things will build up over time. So all these little things that I'm giving you help build you up over time instead of slowly like kind of tearing you down. So mind your manners, be smart, and really think about what you're doing. From there, number 9, very, very important, offer to help clean up. Make sure that you are offering to do dishes, you're offering to clean stuff off the table, you're offering to do whatever it is that they need you to do, put food away, whatever. Again, I know it's kind of minding your manners, but again, this shows that you're a helpful person, you care a little bit. And again, regardless of if you want to be there, you're being forced to be there, this will put you above and beyond. And if you're super lucky, they might make some smart ass comment like, wow, so-and-so, you know, your boyfriend or girlfriend never does this when they used to live here, or even that even now they still live here, they don't ever do this. It'll help take you another notch, and it'll just give you another little stepstone up to keep you in a positive light and help you survive the overall interaction with their family. From there, number 10, I know especially with Thanksgiving, there's like football, and with Christmas, there's like usually a lot of people, there's like, I don't think there's football, but there's like basketball and or there's like board games, stuff like that. If there is sports going on, or if there's board games being played, you have to be involved if your partner's involved. So if your boyfriend or girlfriend is gonna play, you have to play. You cannot be that boyfriend or girlfriend that's like, nah, I'm good, thanks though, because you're automatically looking like a fucking weirdo. Get involved, but even if you are gonna play, don't underdo it. Don't be the person who's like, yeah, I don't really care about this, so whatever. Or if they're watching sports, don't be the person on the other end who's overdoing it, who's yelling at the TV and saying, I hate you Lakers, you suck so bad, or whatever it may be. Just be mindful to make sure that you're not underdoing it, you're not overdoing it, but you are being involved in the first place. Obviously, the very last tip from there, which I said it's 10 tips, but maybe it's like the bonus, obvious one, is again, making sure you mind your P's and Q's, thanking them for having you over there, thanking them for their food, letting them know the food was amazing, letting them know their home is beautiful, whatever you want to throw in there, sprinkle a little bit of bullshit in there just to get you a little bit more like foothold up, a little more steps up, make you look a little bit better than you already do at this point in time. Whatever you can do to kind of cap it off. And I'm telling you right now, especially if you really do want to be with the person that you're with and you want to meet their family and all this shit, if that's really what's important to you, I guarantee you follow these 10 or 11 tips. You will have cemented yourself as being one of the best, if not the best significant other that your person's ever brought home. Period, hands down. You will have one, her dad will like you, her mom will like you, whatever, it will not matter. You will have a foothold if you follow these tips. Same thing on the other end, maybe you're someone who's like, I really don't want to spend my life with this person, I really don't want to be here. Guess what though? They're still going to like you, and if you ever have to come back over again, you're still set up where they're going to welcome you over, want you to come back. So either way, regardless of what you got going on, this will set you up. And essentially speaking, these are the 10 or 11 essentially tips to survive meeting their family for the very first time, especially during the holiday time that we're in right now. So to wrap this up real quick for everybody, the greater than movement is what this channel is. Obviously, if you've read the title, seen the videos, you're on YouTube, whatever it is, you know it's called the greater than movement. The idea behind the channel, the idea behind the movement is to impact 100 million people's lives in a positive way, small, big, or somewhere in the middle. We're also doing some work with underprivileged youth in the San Antonio and Oregon area as well, trying to help kids that are in high school, especially seniors, like I said, that are in underprivileged areas or just like lower income areas as a whole. So there's a lot going on for the Greater Than movement. If you guys want to like or subscribe, y'all can do it. I'm never going to ask you to do it because at the end of the day, everyone on YouTube, everyone everywhere asks you to do that shit. So if you want to do it, awesome. If you don't, I get it. Again, back to what I said at the beginning, please share, because the goal is to help 100 million people in small ways, big ways, and in normal ways, I guess, across the world. It's a big number, 100 million people. So the best way is for you people to share it, to tag people in it, however you want to do it. But obviously the easiest way is to literally tag people, at them in these videos on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it may be. That'd be my #1 ask. At the end of the day, guys, that's what I got. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Normally, I do answer live questions after the videos on Twitch and Facebook. This isn't going to be a live video, obviously, because it's my first video back in a couple months. Just got back from Louisiana not too long ago from work. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, I'll talk to you guys soon. Do these videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Monday, Wednesday, and between 12 and 1 o'clock on Saturdays, Central Time as well. Again, guys, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.